Hi everyone, welcome back to Dramatic Budgets. If this is your first time here, thank you for stopping by. My name's Lisa and I am on a debt-free and hopefully savings journey to trying to get rid of nearly £11,000 worth of debt. If you have been here before, thank you for coming back. I hope I obviously haven't bored you to death yet, so you've decided to rejoin me. Today is the end of my September budget. So I get paid tomorrow. Today is where we are going to close out the month completely. So we are going to go through what money is left in my envelopes, and obviously any sort of spending, and kind of do a little bit of a end of the month, this is what's left in the budget. So I've got my wallets and I have got my planner and my budget sheets, and we will see how I have got on. It is a little bit later than I usually post. I've been out, so I am trying to get this done before I go to bed, so I apologise in advance if I have got tired night brain. I mean, I have tired day brain when I film these, so we'll see how we get on. So we will start. I will just move my trusty wallet over to one side for now, and we will open up with my spending. We'll take those out of there and see how we have got on this week. So I'll just try and pop you down enough so you can sort of see what's going on without there being too much of an issue. So I think you can see everything there. So this week's budget went from, I am sorry if you can hear that, my dog is at home with me and he's just decided that now of course obviously is the time to start slopping water and drinking. And he's very, very loud. This week's budget went from the 23rd to the 27th, which is today because tomorrow is payday. So a little bit of a shorter month for me, shorter week for me. It's not a full 7-day week. So the credit card direct debit, obviously, as you will know from my previous video, actually came out early. So I'd already ticked that one off. So the spending for me started on Saturday. So on Saturday, my lovely boyfriend came round to my house and finished the painting of my kitchen. If you haven't been here before, I had a largish kitchen that was painted pillar box red. And so we all needed whitewashing, and unfortunately the paint that we'd bought didn't go on very easy, and then when we tried to put the second coat on, it kind of stripped off what we'd already put on. So that was a few weeks ago, so we'd kind of put a stop to that. Got a little bit of advice from the guy that had painted my kitchen last time when I moved in. He gave me some paint to do the cover up, and then I checked with him that the paint that I'd bought for the actual colour was okay, which it was. So we managed to do, or I say he managed to do, he didn't let me near it, finish the cover up and actually put the colour on, and I have to say my kitchen looks fabulous. I just need to actually put everything back on the walls and etc. But because he came round, I sort of went over to Morrison's, which is just over the road from me, and bought us both a meal deal for lunch. And then obviously because we were busy all day, we decided just to get one of their create your own pizzas. So I obviously went over and bought lunch and essentially what would have been tea as well. So that came to £22.03. Obviously I only have £20 in my food wallet for the week, so I used £20 out of there, and the other £2.03 I used out of my spending wallet. So that was Saturday's spends. Sunday I spent nothing, which means I get to put another little no spend sticker on. So there we go. So that's my no spend. On Monday, I had been eyeing up a binder from a place called AliExpress that a few budgeters had mentioned, and I think it was Budget with Kerry that had actually bought one In fact, I think it's the same one that I've actually ordered. And I'd been umming and ahhing, and then I just decided, you know what, I'm just going to order it. I had birthday money left over, so that's where I took that from. So that was £8.79. So I will obviously do a video when that arrives to let you know what it looks like. And then I nipped to Morrison's on Monday morning. And I spent the money mainly on, I think it was energy drinks and one of their Morrison's meal deals again. The reason I did that was because the ones at WH Smith's at work are very expensive, and you can only really get sandwiches or wraps. And Morrison's have now started doing these like almost salad bowls, which look fab and taste even better. So I decided that was a slightly healthier option, so I bought one of those. So obviously that came out of my spending money. On Tuesday, which is today, I went to WH Smith's at work and got an energy drink and a chocolate bar. By the end of the day, I was starting to sort of burn a little bit, and I was having my jabs done today, and then I had to go for a meeting, so I kind of needed something just to get my sugars back up. So that was £2.19 out of my spending pot. And then my mum rang me when I was on my way home just to ask me if I could pick up something for her at Morrison's. And the only money I had left that was enough really was my miscellaneous fund. So I use £1.50 out of my miscellaneous. And my Kindle direct debit is going out today. So that was that. So that is the spending for this week. So it's not too bad. I am aware that I've pretty much spent most of my sort of spending money and food money, even though it's a shorter week. But that's just the way it goes sometimes. Sometimes I end up with loads of money, sometimes I end up with nothing. I didn't have to fill my car with fuel, so you'll see that I still have my fuel money though, so that's fine. So that is kind of the month even, that's kind of come to a bit of a close. So I know I crossed off the 14 no spend days, which was a good thing because I only ended up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I didn't even end up with half of those. So we will attempt to do better next time. So I will do my sinking funds later. So we will show you that at the end. Credit card spend, I ended up with not spending any money on it at all this month. Just pop you back up a little bit. This month, I keep saying month, this week, which took us to a total credit card spend this month of £172.22. Obviously way more than I would have wanted. And what I've done is I've worked out what's left in my bank account, which is £40.44. So I have popped that over to my Monzo pot, which does take us very near to that 1,000 mark, and I will show you that when we get to the binders. I'm just going to have a quick drink, I apologise. There we go. Hopefully that's better. Which, or not. Which will leave us with a total spend left to pay on the credit card of £131.78. But like I said, as you'll see, it's getting very close to that 1,000 mark. So actually, I'm fine with that because that will get paid off this month. Or that bit will anyway. So that's fine. And then my what I have spent. So this is where we get the budget sheets out at the same time. So in total this week, I spent the full £20 on food. So I'll pop that on the budget sheet while I'm at it because it just saves a bit of time later. Fuel, which means I have nothing remaining in my food wallet, which is right. My fuel I didn't spend any money on, so there is a £20 note left in there, so I'll just pop that to one side. I do have a little Nectar voucher, so I'm just going to leave that in that wallet for now. My spends, so I had £12. Obviously we put the £8 into the dice challenge this week. So from what I've spent that I've looked at, I actually spent £8.92. So I've only got 89p left. So I must have lost a couple of quid along the way, and I don't know where I've lost it from. And I've not tracked it on my phone, so I'm not really sure where it's from. So but I am going to go that is actually what I've spent this week. So from £12, we have got 89p left. So I've actually spent £11.11p. Plus the 8 that I put in. So we're going to put that as a total weekly spend on my spending money of £19.11. Told you, can't speak tonight. And then my miscellaneous was £1.50 spend, which means I have £3.50 left over, which I do. 1, 2, 3. Keep doing this and then realising you can't actually see, and then the 50p there as well. So I'll just pop that all there at the minute. So that is the £3.50. So we actually had no one budgeted this month, and we actually spent £1.50 on miscellaneous. So that's that sorted, which leaves us quite nicely with a total budget. We're at a plus, guys, of £21.21p. Which makes me very happy, because it was a 5-week month, and I was expecting this to be a hell of a lot worse. Obviously with my credit card spends, it is a plus, but I'm taking this as a win for my second month of proper budgeting. So that is that sorted. So I am going to do the sinking funds at the end, so we will leave that page there and pop that to one side for now, and we'll just look at these budget sheets and obviously sort out this money that I have left. There we go, so pop that so you can see it. So we had a rollover of £129.81. Nothing else came in this week, so that we carried on with 129.81. Obviously the credit card had gone out last week, and the Kindle has gone out today, or will go out today, at £7.99. So that actually left us with just £7.99 of the credit card stuff. So we have 129.81 minus £7.99, so that leaves us with £121.82p. So then we have the total that we spent on our wallets this week is £40.61. So that is 121.82 minus £48.61. So that leaves us with £81.21p. No sinking funds this week because we hadn't budgeted for it. My overdraft was just the £1.03. It wasn't actually £2, so that was good. The penny challenge, we are going to put in all of these lovely coins. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 20, 40, 60, 80. That's £4. Ooh. 10, 20, 30, 35, 36, 38, 39. So £4.39 in total. And this £20 will obviously go into my 3-month challenge. So I am just going to pop that on here because, as I've said before, I realised that that's probably where all of my confusion and not knowing not having the right amount in. So obviously I didn't budget for that, and I'm putting £20 in there. So that takes us to 20 plus 4, 39 plus 103, takes us to £25.42. So from 81.21, that takes us to £55.79. I apologise, I'm just going to have to open the door for my dog because he's decided that he wants to go back out. So that's £55.79. I don't think that's too much different to what I actually had, because obviously I put what was left of my money from the bank into my Monzo pot for my credit card, which was obviously £40.44. So yes, it's £15 difference, but I'll be honest, with the way that this month was going, I'm more than happy with that. Absolutely more than happy. So that is the budget sheet for September done. So we will sort out these, and then we will have a look through the sinking funds. So first of all, we will do the penny challenge. And I do this every time. I get rid of my budget sheets and then realise that I don't really want to have to count all this money again. So we have got £4.39. £4.39. So the biggest amount, get the right colour Sharpie, Lisa, it would help. So the biggest number I've got on here is £3.21, which takes us to 118. Oh, and we have that one too, so we can do 2 off this week. So that's that. That's that one sorted. So we will pop all this money into here. See if we can get the numbers to come up. There we go. So I apologise if you're wearing headphones and this is exceptionally loud. I do think about doing it off camera, but then I quite like you to see what it actually says. So there we go. So that says 242.23. So we are getting somewhere with that now. And then my £20 note is going to go into my 3 monthly challenge. So at the moment I have got £40, so that is another 20 going into there. So, and I am going to take the other 20 off, because that makes me feel really good, because when I originally started this in January, I could kind of do the 5, maybe the 10. I struggled with the 15, and the 20 was always the one that I missed out on. So to cross off those 20s and get those out of the way makes me feel much better, actually. Because I think, because if I end up with £20 a week, I can kind of do a couple of boxes, sort of thing. So actually that's good. So that 3 monthly challenge is to say that obviously we haven't done it a full month yet, because I started it in the middle of September, is doing quite well. So I'm happy with that one. Right, so the only thing I want to do, the last things that I want to do, because I've done all of the other stuff that I can think of, is to go through my sinking funds. I found this really, really helpful last time, so I'm hoping that you can actually see well enough. You'll notice I've put across through this, I put credit card on, and I don't know why I put it on, because I don't really class it as a sinking fund. It's more of a savings thing that I just put, rather than putting it actually physically on my credit card. So so my emergency fund, I started off with a balance of £30. I still got a balance of £30. I haven't spent anything then, so that leaves me with that and a closing balance of £30. I will show you this. This is my credit card one, although I'm not writing it on here. And I'll just lift it so you can hopefully see. So at the end of August, when I got my pay, I put what I owed on there. So that left us with £874.53. Today I have transferred over the £40.44, which takes us to £914.97. So that means that when I get paid tomorrow and I transfer my usual £100, that will take us over the £1,000 mark. So I can actually pay off. That means I've hit the goal for that, and I can actually pay off some of my credit card. What I am thinking of doing is paying off 500 on each of my credit cards. I think that's what I'm going to do in the morning, just because I think if I have a bit of a whack off both, it will obviously bring down the monthly payment on both those cards instead of just one. So I think that's what I'm going to try and do, and just pay £500 off each, which obviously will still leave me with a little bit of money to get started on my next goal, my next lot of £1,000. So hopefully that'll sort that out. But I'm very happy in regards to where the credit card is. I know I've spent on it this month, but you know, hopefully I won't do it in future, and then I can kind of get these paid off. But it kind of makes me feel good, because it means that when I actually do I will do a debt confession next month, and it'll actually make me feel better, because I'll be able to see that the numbers have gone down. So that's the credit card. So obviously we don't look at those, so that is that one done. So Christmas. So Christmas started off with £10. I haven't put anything into it, and I have still got that £10 in there. So I haven't spent anything, and I've still got the £10. Car insurance is exactly the same. Started off with £10, put nothing in, spent nothing, and I still have the £10. Holidays again. I started off with £10. I have added nothing. I've spent nothing, and I've still got the £10. So hair and beauty. I started off with £20. I actually added £23 to that this month to get it to the 43 that I needed to have my hair done, which I've obviously spent, because there is zero in this envelope. My healthcare envelope started with £10. I've added nothing to it this month. I have spent nothing, and that leaves me obviously with still £10 in there. So date night started off with nothing. We're going to see a bit of a recurring theme here, I feel. I put £10 in, but as you can see, I spent the £10, which has left me with nothing in that envelope. So my gifts envelope started off empty. I put £10 in. As you can see, the £10 is still there. So I have spent nothing, and I still have £10 in there. Car maintenance started off with the £10. I've not added to it this month. I've obviously spent nothing, because as you can see, the £10 is still in there. And the house envelope is empty. It started off empty. I didn't put anything in it, so it carried on being empty. I've obviously spent nothing, because there was nothing to spend in it, which leaves me with nothing in that one. So my shows envelope was a brand new envelope, so there was nothing in it to start with, and I stuffed it with £10, but there's nothing in it now, so I have actually spent that £10. So that leaves me with nothing in there, and that is all of my sinking fund envelopes gone through. So I'll pop you back down a little bit so you can see a little bit better. So my starting balance of my sinking funds was 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Which doesn't sound right, actually, because I'm sure I had like 100. Oh no, £100. Hey! I'd got 120 in my head, but I realised that's how much I'd actually put away rather than actually had left. So £100 starting balance. I actually added to sinking funds this month 10, 20, 33, 43, £53, which was slightly more than I thought I was going to be able to. And I have spent 43, 53, 63. So again, a little bit more. And that leaves me with 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, £90 left in my sinking funds, which was good because I didn't think I was going to be able to stuff much this month anyway, and I have used out of it, which is what they're there for. And at the end of the day, I've still got £90 put away in my sinking funds for little bits and bats that I may need. So I'm happy enough with that. I have received my wage slip for tomorrow. Normally I don't get it until the last few months I've only been getting it on the day that I actually get paid, so hence why my budget's always kind of like I have to go off the last month's pay slip because I just haven't got a clue. And I'm actually being paid my back pay. So if you've not been with me before, I'm an NHS worker. I'm at the top of my banding, so I don't get sort of like an increment every year or every 2 or 3 years. I can never remember what it is now. So we get every year, I assume it's like a cost of living allowance increase that they tend to start paying us around this time of year, but they back pay it to April. So after tax, I have got a lovely extra £415 and something in my wage that I'm expecting tomorrow, which is great. As my grandma used to say, you know, anything, it's better than note, you know. If you're not expecting money, then having extra to come in is great. And what I've actually decided to do is, because my sinking funds are so low, and obviously we are coming up to the end of September, and I am aware that things like Christmas and my boyfriend's birthday is like 4 weeks before Christmas is coming up. I've decided that I'm actually going to use £400 of that money to stuff some sinking funds and try and get a little bit ahead for Christmas and for the beginning of next year. So my next video will be my normal cash stuffing for the first week of my October budget, but there will be an extra cash stuffing video coming probably in the next week, so where I will obviously stuff those sinking funds and kind of show you what I've decided to do with that. This will I will put this video out tomorrow, which is Wednesday, and then obviously once I finish work, I'll go and grab the cash that I need for my cash stuffing and do that one, and that will hopefully go out on Thursday morning. So thank you very much for watching me. That is all from me tonight. Tonight. I can't remember where I'm at. I have been going on for half an hour and it's way past my bedtime because I'm getting up at 5 a.m. in the morning for work. So thank you so much for joining me. Hope you are all well. Hope you're all having a really good week. And I will see you in my next video. Thanks a lot, guys. See you later. Bye.